smart cookies, and we're changing how people think about money. It started with us. Our bad spending habits and spiraling debt were a huge secret in our lives until we turned to each other for help. We formed a money club, stopped hiding our problems, and started talking about our finances. Together, we came up with a plan and stuck to it. Each of us managed to turn things around. We're living our dreams without sacrificing what's important to us. And now, we're doing the same for others. This time, our rookie investors learn about everything from savings bonds to stocks as we demystify the world of investing. In just 1 week, we're going to show this mom and her daughter they can achieve a financial goal they never thought possible. This is Jennifer and her 10-year-old daughter, Finn. Jennifer is a web editor who takes home around $3,500 a month, but she hasn't been able to translate any of those earnings into savings.
I don't have any investments yet, and I haven't seriously thought about my money.
Her dream? Set up an education fund for her daughter.
When I'm older, I would like to be a scientist.
And a retirement fund for herself. To do that, she'll need to save more than $11,000 a year. Jennifer doesn't believe she can afford this plan, but both her and her daughter are about to find out they can do this. They just need a little help. We're on a mission to find that money, challenging Jen to show us where she's spending it. The best place for her to come clean?
The bathroom.
A lot of hidden money ends up here. You see, Jennifer loves the drugstore.
Deodorant. Deodorant 2. Deodorant 3. Deodorant 4. Deodorant 5. Oh, and another mini.
We've been caught by this type of mindless shopping ourselves.
And Katie once bought 4 bottles of 2-in-1 conditioner. She doesn't use 2-in-1 conditioner.
They're on sale. I am a sale shopper.
Yes.
If something is marked down, I feel obligated.
We understand that it can be very tempting, but that's why you only can shop when you have a plan.
Yeah. So how much would you say you're spending on an average drugstore shop?
At least $50.
Right, and you're going how often?
Oh, probably once a week.
Okay, so...
That's $200 every month that you're spending at the drugstore.
That's scary.
So if you invested that $200 at a modest 5% every month instead of spending it on stuff you don't need, in about 20 years you'd have over $80,000.
$80,000 of deodorant and hand lotion.
So we're showing Jen where she can start finding more cash to put into investing. But which investments to buy? For many of us, like Charlotte, there's a few fundamental questions that need answers.
I just don't understand the difference between bonds and stocks and T-bills and mutual funds. I just don't get it.
So Sandra and Robin have decided to help her fish for some answers.
These sharks are just like stocks. Let's start with what a stock is. So when you buy a stock, you buy a piece of a company. So if the company does well, you do well yourself, okay?
Right.
But they're kind of like these sharks in that they're unpredictable and can be a bit scary.
Our biggest recommendation? Know your sharks. Pick a stock in an area you're familiar with, like a clothing brand, and learn everything you can. The best investment is one you can really wrap your head around.
So if a stock is like a shark, then a bond is like a turtle. Slow and steady growth.
Okay.
Okay? So a savings bond is issued to you by the government.
Okay.
You loan the government money, and in return, they give you a fee.
Bonds can also be offered by corporations, but unlike stocks, you don't own part of the company.
They're not going to make you as much money. Returns are usually about 3 to 4%,
Okay.
but they're safer investment.
Okay.
You're guaranteed your percentage back.
This whole tank of fish? Well, that's like a mutual fund. It's full of stocks, bonds, mortgages, treasury bills, and even real estate.
If these represent different securities in your mutual fund, and maybe that fish is a stock and your stocks start to go down, the other fish, which is a bond, keeps your portfolio up.
So instead of investing all your money in one fish, you're spreading your investments out over a bunch of different ones.
There's some that are more risky than others?
Exactly. So it depends what they're compiled of. So some mutual funds are made up of more risky stocks. Some would be balanced out by more bonds.
When I built my retirement fund, it includes some mutual funds because I'm a bit of a younger investor. Mine are a bit more risky. Do you think you'd be a bit on the riskier end?
I'd be on the riskier end definitely as well, yeah.
I think you look a little risky.
So turtles are bonds, slow and steady. And sharks, well, they're stocks, exciting but often unpredictable. And this whole tank of fish, well, that's mutual funds, a variety of different species of investments. Looks like a trip to the aquarium has really helped us wade through all of these terms.
Actually, it's crystal clear now, like water.
Turns out, all those extra trips to the drugstore aren't the only skeleton in Jennifer's financial closet.
Okay, still's got the tag on it.
This, I broke my own rule, never buy cheap suit.
But it doesn't stop there.
They were $320. Which isn't that much when you hear other people spend that kind of money on shoes.
That's almost half your rent.
And get this, they don't even fit.
Okay, just hang on. So the very first day you got a credit card, you went out and your first purchase was $320 pair of shoes that are too big for you.
Yeah.
Each one of these purchases could go towards her goal. It's something both Jennifer and her daughter are starting to realize.
When I get older, I may want to go to college, but it's going to cost a lot of money.
Up next, what would you do if you had $15,000 to invest?
I think the stock market's where I want to go with it.
We're showing Jennifer and her daughter Finn they have the money to set up a retirement and education fund. We just need to help them find it. And the biggest stash of hidden cash? Right in her bathroom. Now, we're going to give her a prescription to get her dream on track.
We've discovered that you're spending $1,300 a month on miscellaneous items.
Oh my God.
Those miscellaneous purchases, most of which are being made at the drugstore, need to be directed into monthly savings.
You will need about $900 a month to be putting away into retirement and education. So $700 for yourself for retirement and then $200 for Finn for college.
If we can help them come up with a new spending plan, they might just be able to turn that wasted cash into future wealth.
Right now, it's really important for me to start saving for my retirement and for Finn's education, especially at this point in my life.
But you don't always need to find a lot of cash to start building your savings.
A 3% raise might not seem like a lot, but it certainly is if you're saving that money instead of spending it.
Even $100 over 20 years at 4% interest is nearly $40,000.
Make your savings automatic so you don't even have to think about it.
Automatic payments are a smart cookie's best friend. Have your bank automatically withdraw money from your checking account on a set date into either a savings account, a registered retirement plan, or a money market fund.
If you come into any unexpected cash, either as a gift or an inheritance or as a tax return, save that money.
Shop around for the best high-interest savings accounts. Most won't penalize you for taking withdrawals, and they don't require a minimum balance.
Jen and Finn will have to make a few changes in order to put money towards their dream. So to keep them focused, we're getting them to make a vision board.
So what does that look like to you? So when you're retiring, is it, more time for travel, relaxation, freedom? Kind of what are those images that you want? And then look for those images to post on the board.
Get your kids involved in making a vision board, because whether it's a trip to Disney World or a future education, it will help them see what they're working towards.
When I'm older, I would like to do all the scientist things.
The vision board is complete. Their dream is right in front of them. And that's a good thing, because they'll need to refer to it as we give them their first challenge.
Our challenge now for you two is to face your biggest temptation, the drugstore, and buy only the essentials.
Jen's trip to the drugstore has to be different this time because she knows every dollar she saves will help add to her retirement and her daughter's education fund.
So if I can go shopping and rein in my shopping by using a list and build a vision board, is that going to be enough to help me save for my retirement? I don't know, but we'll see.
But what if you're lucky enough to have the money set aside? Aaliyah does, and she wants to use it to start investing in stocks.
They've got about $15,000. So I think, from what I know, the easiest way to make more money on your money quickly is to invest in stocks.
That's not necessarily true. You could lose everything if you're not prepared. So Sandra and Robin are going to get her started on the right foot.
So there's a few things you want to keep in mind before you start investing. Smart Cookies suggests having enough money to cover 3 to 6 months expenses, just in case.
Before even making that first trade, try putting a lump sum in a safe place, like a high-interest savings account, which you can easily access in case of emergencies.
Another thing you want to consider is balancing any money that you owe, so some high-interest debt, with the money that you want to invest in the stock market. So for example, if you have a balance on your credit card and you're paying 15% interest, that money is better put paying off that interest than investing it in the stock market right away.
Now she's ready to hear the cookie's top tips on trading stocks.
So Leah, a great place to start learning about investments is through investment magazines or investment newsletters. And also, if you have a girlfriend who's interested in investing as well, consider splitting the subscription so it's not as huge of an investment for you. Another great way to prepare to get into the market is to use an online simulator. So you want to go to a search engine and type in stock simulator. And that's going to take you to an online program that's going to allow you to invest a pretend amount of money, even $100,000. And then you can play around and test your experience before you actually dive in and invest your own money.
Using a stock simulator is free, and it's a valuable tool, even if you're trading for real. Because many give you access to forums where other traders share tips and news. Most provide definitions and strategies to help you navigate the world of trade. And it allows you to track your stock performance before you buy.
I want to try the stock simulator, definitely. I feel like I know a lot more than I did.
And when you're ready to take the plunge for real,
There's a few options when shopping for stocks. The first one is a full-service broker. They're going to do the research for you and make suggestions.
But they are going to cost you. You're looking at $50 to $100 every time you buy or sell a stock. So think of it as a personal shopper.
but there are other options than a full-service broker. A discount broker won't provide advice, but will purchase your stock for about $50 a trade. And just like shopping, you can do it yourself. Sign up for your own online account, where you make the trades yourself for about $25. Now that Aaliyah knows how to buy, the next question is what to buy.
The key word when it comes to investing is diversify. You do not want to have all your money invested into 1 or 2 stocks, because if those stocks go down, your whole portfolio goes down.
Okay.
Your best plan is going to be to invest in 12 really well-researched stocks in a variety of sectors. For example, real estate to technology.
Aaliyah's ready to get started. She knows where to find the resources, can practice with a simulator, and when she's ready, she can start making those trades.
Well, I feel great after today. I know a lot more today than I did yesterday. I think I want to go for it.
So how did Jen do? Well, she's never shopped at a drugstore with this much focus, sticking to a list, wasting no time on impulse purchases, and she's committed to just 1 trip a month. Using these tools for all her shopping will cut her miscellaneous spending in half.
Shopping with a list really wasn't that bad. It's something I can do.
A good start, but Jen's got a few challenges ahead as we find more hidden money.
You went to Los Angeles, Montreal, Seattle. So conservatively, you're spending.
Wow.
Jennifer dreams of saving for her retirement and her daughter's education, and she's off to a good start, cutting her miscellaneous spending in half. Now we've managed to find evidence of some more spending that she can turn into savings.
When we looked at your expenses, it seemed like you had done a lot of traveling in the last year. You've taken 8 trips.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, 8. So you went to Los Angeles, Montreal, Seattle.
Jennifer's got no idea how much it's adding up, but we do.
So conservatively, you're spending $12,000 a year on travel.
Wow.
But we know you love to travel, and that's not something that we want to cut out of your life.
Right.
We're just saying 8 trips, maybe a little excessive. Can we?
We worked it out, and if Jen reduces her travel by just 1 big trip a year, she'll add $150 a month to her savings. And then there's her cell phone charges.
So on top of not paying it on time, there's 6, it looks like, directory assistance calls. It adds up to almost $100 a year.
I was really surprised to see where a lot of my money's been going. And when I see it's things like piles of deodorant or, silly extra charges that I wouldn't miss, it's pretty surprising.
But we're going to turn it into something positive with a plan to redirect the money.
We're gonna find money from your travel and from your cell phone bill, which is very, very high, to put towards retirement.
Jen's moving closer towards her dream all the time. The next step, she needs to enlist the help of her friends.
We would like you to start a mini club.
Okay.
A huge part of our success has been the 5 of us coming together, supporting ourselves, and really being accountable to one another.
Kind of have the reputation as being a bit flighty with money, but I've always kind of laughed it off and, still managed to keep up with the Joneses kind of thing, but it'll be good, actually. I think it'll be good for our friendship. If we all shared our exact numbers, it would just be like, the bonding dirty secret that keeps us, bound together. Because if we don't...
So they're fessing up.
What about retirement savings? Have you guys thought about that?
No. I'm hoping not to live that long.
Too late.
I have some. I have about 8,000.
Really?
Only because my bank manager railroaded me into saving it.
Now that Jen's friends know her dream, they've promised to help her stay on track.
I feel that after talking to my friends and meeting with this, that I do have a support network where I kind of maybe didn't believe that before because I just always assumed that my friends are always better off than me.
With the help of their friends, it looks like Jennifer and Finn have a bright future ahead. And here's some helpful hints when saving for your own children's future.
Get some help saving for your future Smart Cookies education. The government will top up any contribution that you make to your registered education savings plan. If you were to save $250 a month from the time that your child is born,
You would have $95,000, including government grants, by the time they go to college. But if you wait until your child is 10, you may not even get to $50,000.
Jennifer's changed her spending habits and gotten the support of her friends to keep it that way. Now she's ready for the number crunch. We're going to get her to start putting a retirement plan into action.
A great idea when you're looking to get a hold of your finances is to get in touch with a financial planner.
We're challenging her to do just that.
I'm gonna prepare a bit, almost like a job interview, but hopefully not as scary.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
People use the word budget, and I have the same emotional reaction to budget as I do diet.
Yeah, same.
You know, immediately you go, but a cash flow statement, doesn't that just sound
nice?
Exactly.
Looks like Jennifer's found a financial advisor that's a great fit for her. When you're looking for an advisor, consider the following. Your goals. Make a list and have them clearly defined. Your philosophy. Are you high risk or low risk? Remember, different advisors may specialize in different areas. And check them out. Ask them for credentials such as degrees, licenses, and references.
As far as my goals for the future, I want to be able to be in a position where I can buy a home and, help my daughter through college or university and have some money to retire with.
So, a huge step for Jennifer. She's now set up to get her savings plan started.
Looking at my own finances and stuff has been scary, and every step I go I feel a little bit better. And after meeting with the financial planner, that was great, and she really built me up and made me feel really pumped and ready to go.
Jennifer completed all of her challenges, but did we do our part in helping her find that extra money?
They wanted to be here to congratulate you and to share some big and exciting news.
I didn't know I had so much money.
Jennifer and Finn have come a long way. They started by shopping smart, enlisted the help of friends, and began looking to the future with a financial planner. But did we manage to find the $900 a month that will turn their dream into a reality? We all met up to break the news.
They wanted to be here to congratulate you and to share some big and exciting news.
With the new spending plan, Jennifer's reduced her miscellaneous drugstore and other purchases by $650. Reducing her travel fund by just one trip a year adds $150. And the new cell phone plan will save her $100. The total, $900 every month.
Who knew I had so much money? That's great.
In 30 years, when you retire, based on those figures, you'll have close to $1 million, $917,000 to be exact.
Your mom's gonna be a millionaire.
Yes, exactly. And then in 8 years, when Finn's ready to go off to school, you'll have $30,000.
Oh, that's wonderful. Isn't that great?
And we're giving Finn a kickstart in the right direction.
So Finn, we have this for you. It is a bond certificate, and in every year that you hold on to that, it earns you money.
Did you have fun, Finn?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I can't wait to start my new money club.
A week ago, Jen and her daughter had no idea what the future held. Now it looks brighter than ever. And it all started with a conversation about money.